Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Work ethic is key. And look, this is one of those ones, this is bigger than women, yo. This is bigger than women. Because this ain't talking about, if you do all that work with women and stuff, you'll get them. Yeah, we all know there's some guys don't be doing shit and getting them, right? They just be sitting back chilling, eating their buffalo wings. Right? So check it out, right? Check it out. Your work ethic is what you got to do just to make it in life, period. You know, pardon the pun, but fuck the women. Shit, they the commercial to your main program. But if you're going to have a main program, what you do with it is work. Like, let's be real. All men want to make money. All men want to make money. That's a key thing, right? But how you gonna make money? When you go on a job, you can't just chill and think you're gonna move up. I don't care what the job is. Now, yeah, you got some jobs, plenty of jobs, where if you do the basics, you do the basic work. Oh yeah, they'll give you some money. But then all of a sudden you notice, wait a minute, cost of living going up, but the biggest raise they'll give me is maybe a few cents or a few dollars just normal, right? And then the thing is, if you do just the basic work on any job, just the basic work, they going to be like, after a while, when it's time to lay off some people, or they need to make some space, or they just got a problem with you, you gone. Now, take that same situation, you got a lot of work ethic. Like you working hard. And sometimes you got some people, they might not like you personally. But as long as you ain't too bad, they say, you know what, he a hard worker. And I've been on some jobs where I've had managers, they were like so with me, but they would be like, you know what, I don't really like him personally, but he a hard worker. I've actually had some managers say that to me. They say, me and you will never hang out publicly. I was like, yeah, you're right, we won't. But I appreciate your work ethic. That's one thing I got to give you. You work hard. I've had managers, and I've been in offices. I've been in retail, whatever, and they said that because, y'all might not know it on here. And I ain't being facetious when I say this because y'all see me as all calm. But when I was actually, like, working for other people, I was that type who, like, clap back at a manager or something if they said something wrong, even when I was in the government. I was that type, right? You know? Seriously, I was that type. But they said I worked hard. You know, one manager even called me intense when I was working, right? And, and that's not just for a job, just for life. What you willing to work for, And I said this wasn't about women, but let's go back to the thing. I'm known for talking about the body game. You got to work that shit. You got to work. If you want to develop your body, you can't. See, you do get some people who show up to the gym, right? They'll show up, but they don't do any real work. They don't sweat. They could probably lift in a suit or something because they ain't going to sweat. Ain't no sweat. But are they really working? Are they putting that strain? And that's anything. There's a lot of talk about purpose, which I agree with. Whatever your purpose is in life, how you going to get it if you don't want to do the work? And you don't have that work ethic of working hard. Seriously, you got to work hard. You got to go for it. I'll use myself for an example. Okay, people know about these podcasts and stuff, but y'all don't realize how much I be working on this stuff. Y'all don't know. Even just on some little stuff. Like y'all remember it was a few weeks ago, a couple months, few weeks. I forgot now. Time flies, right? And it was just some issues with the sound recording. Like people were like, hey, the mic is sounding light and everything. And there was some other issues that nobody really pointed out. A professional sound engineer could probably pick up on it, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me work to correct this. Got a new mic, got a new recording software, everything, right? But it was the work. Or even coming up with subjects. That's a lot of work. Believe it or not, right? But that's key. It helps. But you see, I'm going to tell you what. People want success in life. People, men and women, but I'm talking to the men. Y'all want success in life. Okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You want success. You want to have some sovereignty in your life. All right. You got to work, and you got to work hard for it. You got to want to work. See, too many people want some free stuff, you know? Too many people want somebody just to hand them money. Indeed, like during this pandemic when people were getting those $600 unemployment checks, those people didn't have a good work ethic. There were still jobs out there. Now they might be like, I ain't want to take it. But what I'm finding out is there were people feeling like, well, if I get this $600, I don't have to work on this job that pays less. But here's the thing, the people with the work ethic, they were still out there. Even if they could have got it, they would just get other jobs and everything. They end up winning because they cut off those $600 payments. And if anybody's getting any high thing now, remember, even on unemployment, they're gonna cut it off at some point. There's millions of people, even before this pandemic, this economic crisis, who they had just, they were getting unemployment, but then after a while, they ain't get a job. The unemployment checks just stopped. Unemployment checks don't last for life, and they ain't want to get stuff, even though there's even during the pandemic, there was help wanted signs up. But these people didn't have the work ethic. And that's the key. Look, seriously, I don't care. I don't care what it is in life you want. You want women, okay, you gotta work. You want to develop yourself, you gotta work. If you want to gain knowledge, you gotta work. Let me just use that. Somebody might think, well, they just reading books and stuff. That's work. That's work, because you can't just read it. You gotta understand what you read. You might have to you might see some words or something you don't know. You gotta look that up. And if you're doing research on something, people might say, well, they just sitting there reading. It's like, no, if you're doing research, shoot, you got to look at footnotes. You got to do everything, And see, that's the thing. So unless you somebody who inherits something, like a lot of money, you still got to work. And even then, you got people who inherit money, right? And they'll blow the money because they don't have a work ethic. Meanwhile, you give somebody else that same amount of money because of their work ethic, they can turn $1 million inheritance into $1 billion, or at least multi-millions. But it's that work ethic. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is in life. Like on this channel, I'm talking primary relationships, and then on, also just general self-improvement. But, you might be into something else. You might be like, I want to write computer programs. All right, you got to work. You got to work for it. You got to learn how to do it. You got to keep perfecting your craft and everything. So that's the key. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you're trying to do. Every single thing comes down to your work ethic. All right? So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.